Hello Aries, how you doing? Welcome to your second monthly reading in May, and we're going to be comparing your elements and qualities with the elements and qualities of Gemini season, because we're going from between the 21st of May through to the 20th of June. We've got the Gemini season, so let's just bring up the combination of your two flowers. Here you can see everything goes really well together. Where you've got earth, you've got water, very fertile land, which is just down here, the crossing point, just in your subconscious. You're going to feel very, very productive this month. But you've got all that air and that fire going on around you. And then at the base, you've got double fire. So the only sort of caveat that I would say is really on the karmic missions on both sides, on your relationship side and on your financial side, simply because you have this. It's down here and here, yeah. So you have these air, water and fire that comes into your system here, and the water and fire that comes into your system here, into your karmic paths. So this, and because you've got all that fire at the base here, you're going to be very passionate. You may feel that you're really passionate about what you should be doing, what you should be doing. And that may be causing you a little bit of angst in regards to how the outside world is sort of acting in accordance to that. And you may feel like you have to sort of say, no, it's got to be like this. It's going to be like this. You know, you might need to really sort of like have to sort of, yeah, put your foot down, I think, on a lot of things, more than anything else. But it does bode very, very well for you. And you are now getting into, by the end of this season here, you'll be getting into your springtime. So things will really start moving for you, and you'll start seeing a lot of results, I would have thought, on any longer term plans that you're looking at sort of getting, into action. You'll start seeing the first shoots of the rewards of all of that sort of side of things. Okay, so we're just going to pull out a few cards here, and we're going to do that monthly reading. I will be doing a weekly reading, which will be coming out tomorrow for this coming week as well. So you'll be able to sort of see that. Let's just jump in here. Overall energies here. Karmic message on your relationship side, karmic message on your financial side, influence on the universe, influence on past self, influence on future self, and the general outcome. Okay, relationship side and financial side. So without further ado, let's just get straight in here. The sun, happiness. I think happiness is driving your pathway, and it is a wise pathway. It's a pathway that is built out of wisdom and judgment. And this is what I mean about, in this month here, you're gonna see very clearly about where you should be going. What is the righteous path for you? And the energy is backing you up here. The rest of the world may not quite understand it. And this is where you're probably going to have to put your foot down, as if to sort of say, no, it's not like this, it's like this sort of scenario. But the overall energy bodes really well for you. On your karmic path, on your relationship side, it's a lot of communication, a lot of a lot of communication. I think giving you a focal point. There is a bit of a leap of faith. I think it's believing in yourself more than anything else. And this is where you may be communicating a lot with yourself and giving you that focal point for yourself. It is a bit of a leap of faith in believing in yourself in regards to relationships. It may You may find that there's certain relationships that are a little bit confrontational. And this is where I think you've got to stick true to your pathway. I don't think they're major conflicts at all. I just think it's a case of, sorting out the healthy boundaries between you and certain other people in your life. But in other aspects of your relationships, and that's more sort of in relationships in regards to family, friends, community, the larger relationships. But in regards to your emotional connection with another person, I think it's incredibly productive. How's the universe influencing you? And you've got the double earth, double fire here. So you're seeing things in a different way. Marriage, yeah, as I said, you're seeing things in a different way in the respect that um, you are combining your the universe here is helping you to get into unison with another person, and it's helping you to see which, if you take a leap of faith for you, it's going to help you to see clearly who you should be involved in the going future. I think also for your one-to-one relationship, I think it makes it a lot tighter, and I think the universe is trying to get you really close with that person, um, really in step with that other person. It's really, really nice actually. So if you're in a relationship, or if you're looking for a relationship, take that leap of faith. Just believe in yourself, and I think the universe is backing you up, and you will find that relationship in that month. But if you're already in a relationship, it seems like it's really making it tight and really beautiful, combined relationship. See what the past is giving you here. What's the past connecting to the past of the future? What are the good things that you can take from the past? I think that judgment card on, or not judgment card, but the King of Swords there, your wisdom and your inner judgment, is based upon situations in the past where you should you should be very clear about that and stick to it, as it were. Happiness after difficulty. Yeah, I think in the past here, I think the judgment has been sort of saying, no, actually, I want to enjoy the relationships that I'm in, and I haven't got time for relationships that would just be conflictual or just a pain in the backside. I think that's what the leap of faith is all about. And I think you've learned a lot in the past, taking all the good stuff going forward in your future self. There's a lot of uh, this is where the communication comes out. It's really nice communication, sort of like expressing your emotions to the other person, and really, opening up in a beautiful way in regards to your heart to other person around you. And it's going very, very quickly, because I think you've decided that, yeah, I want to be happy. And if you've decided that, and you should have decided that, because seriously, you look at the world, there's nothing to be shouting about, is there? If you can create the happiness from within you, that's when we can change the world. And you're in out of the outcome of it all is a lot of victories, a lot of progression, moving on to something completely new, in tune with another person, not only physically but also spiritually, and emotionally as well. It's really getting things really tight in regards to relationship wise. And I think if you're looking for a relationship, certainly, um, believe in yourself. You will go out there and you will get it, basically. You will get it. What's the general outcome here? I'm getting. Who sang that song? Love is in the air. That's what I'm getting. Love is in the air. Look at that. Three of Cups. Yeah, I think you find your place. I think because it's becoming very tight with the relationship that is around you, the personal relationship that is around you, and it comes through celebration. If you're looking for a relationship, you'll find that through socializing, accepting offers, going to barbecues, going to watch like a softball game or a football game or whatever it is, like floats your boat, or go on a cycling ride, whatever it is with other people. I think with that sort of joyous sort of energy there, it's going to make it very, very easy for you to meet someone. But because you're being tight, if you're already in a relationship, if you're being really tight with that other person, it's going to give you a lot more confidence in the wider scheme of things. And this is where you can let go of any sort of situations that have just been a little bit petty, as I say. They're nothing major big, but petty. And it's just going to put pay to all of that. On your financial side, is work. And I think you love it. And I think it's very straightforward. I think it's like you're concentrating on the finer details of your career path or your job or your business or your project. Whatever you're trying to put into place, there's a concentration on getting that one thing, that another thing, putting it all together, gradually getting, the insurance for the shop, opening the shop, getting the right shelving. There's a lot of things that seem to be going on here. Yeah, you're planting a lot of seeds for your own future. You're creating a future out of little things, but there seems to be a lot of them. But then, if you're a farmer, you're not just going to plant 10 seeds of wheat, because that's not going to give you any flour. You've got to plant a lot of seeds in order to get a lot of harvest. And I think this is what you're now concentrating on. Influence from the universe on your karmic path. I think the universe is actually changing a lot of things in society at the moment, and there's a lot of tower moments that's been going on in the outside world, and I think this seems like a bit like that in a way. I think the universe here is it's communicating with you so you can then be really focused on what seeds are going to produce what results when. So then you can then actually build on a plan for the future. And this is all about building your future goals that I think you already know what they are inside you, but it's putting those little things together. A lot of those little things together is, and it can be a bit of a little tower moment in the sense that the universe is trying to help you focus on things that you didn't think were important before, but now are becoming much more important for you if you really want your goals out of the situation. Okay, let's just see what's going on your past, your future self. I think it's like saying dead water. If you go sailing into the Atlantic, across the Atlantic, for example, obviously there's some major winds, there's major waves and everything like that at times, but there's also what is called the dead calms. And it could be, you could be out in the middle of the Atlantic and it could be as flat as a pancake and there's no wind. And I think this is where, you've been going along, but without any complications. You've had to just sort of like, okay, so this is about realization and defending your pathway. And I think you've been galvanizing a pathway in the past. That path is now here. And I think what you're doing is you're planting these seeds, but you've got to remember why you started this. I think that's really important. And this could be on personal levels. Why did you buy that house? That sort of thing. Don't get lost in doing the work as well. Remember why you started that pathway. That's the sort of thing where it's sort of like it's like a as I say, like a calm is almost where you can see clearly why there's a gap in the clouds, where you can see clearly why you started this. And I think that's quite important going forward for you in your future self. This is showing me contracts, books, either learning about something or you're getting a contract. You're either getting a new job or a new business or whatever it is. Two of Cups. Yeah, you're getting into alignment with yourself. This could be that contract, as I say, or learning, but it's you stepping into sync with your life or with something on the outside that really rings true to you, that makes you feel like that, yeah, this is exactly what I should be doing, because you should be realizing why you started it more than anything else. And I think it's really beautiful, beautiful energy here. It is like a recognition as well, and that's what could that be, that contract and everything like that. This is where the mission starts slowly and it is a long-term mission for you, but by the end of the month, it's going to really start bringing, going a lot quicker. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is all about knowledge and understanding. There's a lot of books in concern with the King of Pentacles. It is abundance, but it's abundance through knowledge and understanding. And I think this is where this new opportunity is coming through. You're being recognized for the qualities that you can bring to the situation here. And it really does sort of sits in alignment with who you are in a very, very nice way. And makes you feel very fulfilled, not just financially, although that you are going to get that, but also emotionally or morally or spiritually. With the King of Swords, you get the Knight of Swords. Your pathway is protected. You seem to have you're going off on this mission, as I say, it's being very clear for you about your judgment about where you should be going. And yeah, you're going to have to stamp your foot down. But at the same time, I think, the energies, the overall energies are really protecting you at the same time. And you're obviously going off on a mission that is your mission more than anything else. The Fool, you get the Eight of Pentacles. It is a leap of faith. Yeah, it is going to be a bit of work here. It is. I think the work is very simple. It's a case of inputting into relationships, knowing what you're going to get back, and it does need some form of input from your side. And I think that's what the leap of faith is all about. Going on a new journey of belief within yourself, so you can start cultivating what you actually want. We got two cards that are coming out of here. Yeah, so we got the Three of Cups and the Ten of Swords here. There's something that's dead, done, and dusted with. You got the Three of Cups, which is right at the top of your dial as well, the general outcome, and you get the Four of Wands that come along with it. And I think the reason this is coming along with it is because you're putting your foot down on certain things in certain relationships that are, dead, done, and dusted with. And I think it's much more where you can be in much more in alignment and happiness, because it's bringing you really closer to the another person in your life. And that could be a new person as much as an existing one already. With the Ten of Cups, you get the Queen of Cups. Knowing the difficulty that you've had to go through, and I think that's what's tied into that. I think it's, as I said, I think it is minor for you, Aries. I don't think it's a massive thing for you. I think it is pretty minor here. But knowing that and knowing you're out the other side is liberating you and allowing you to really share and be exalted in your joyous energies that you can have with other people that are around you. With the Chariot card, yeah, I think there's a lot of victories, and I think you're streamlining a lot of things, and I think that's what that's all about. There's certain things that you've been doing in the past that were bringing you some good stuff, but now you're combining those all together into one cup. And this is that's when things are going to really start taking off. Once you start really refining what you want out of life, that's when you're going to get the results more than anything else. With the Three of Cups, yeah, you get the Eight of Cups. You do need to walk away from something. And as I said, I do think it's very minor, but it actually could take a lot of space in your life, although it's very minor. And I think you're not really attached to it emotionally anymore. It's more of a case of like kind of going, you just don't talk to that person anymore. And they no longer exist in your life. But then all of a sudden that frees you up time, energy, money, emotions to actually explore all the beautiful stuff that is around you. On your financial side, as I said, planting seeds for your future, putting yourself first. And I think this is putting yourself first financially as much as morally, emotionally. I think you're going to get some good results if you just concentrate on what's good for you. Don't worry about the rest of the world. If you're in a good space, then you can really help other people. With the Nine of Pentacles, you get the King of Wands. it is going off on a mission, and I think the universe is really helping you to be laser focused about that mission, and really passionately getting involved and realizing why you started it. And I think this is where the universe is really helping you there, and it's going to stop any sort of doubts you may have had about your pathway in the past as you go forward. Yeah, there is a lot of offerings. I think I did say this to you. I think there's a lot of things that have been around you, but you've got to realize what is on your path. What is the good stuff on your path? Why you've started doing it. Do not get distracted from what you should be doing. And if you don't get distracted, that's going to help you sit in your power and actually bring you in alignment with what you should be doing it. Yeah. Ace of Cups with the Two of Cups. You are bringing your cup to here. This is you getting in alignment with your higher self. And it could be a new job, business, whatever it is. It's something that's being confirmed. So it could be, getting that job, signing those contracts, or starting that business, starting that project. And it just sits so beautifully with you. With the King of Pentacles, you get the Five of Wands. I think that conflict is more within you. There is sort of like temptations on this path. There is no doubt about it. But that inner conflict that you could have within you is only going to make you better. And I would stick true to who you are. Do not make it flamboyant, the pathway, but make it very simple, but very, very solid and constructive. And just being the best example of yourself will then pull you into that as a scenario, of the future for you. Okay, there you go, Aries. Thank you very much for being with us. Really do appreciate it. Hope you get the best out of these readings. Thank you very much for all the support you give to this channel through liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, whatever it is. Whichever way you show your appreciation, it's very much appreciated. I'll see you on the weeklies that will be coming out tomorrow. And also, I might see you over on Cymatic TV. Whichever way I see you, it'd be lovely to see you again. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.